Welcome back to the I Do Career podcast with Jen and Emma. Please like, subscribe, rate and review and share our podcast on the platform you listen or watch us on. Thank you for being here every week with us, just to listen to our ramblings and hopefully helpful advice. This week we're talking all things wedding entertainment. You picked this subject, didn't you, Em?
Yeah, only because, we've been doing some wedding fairs and have it, helping people with their weddings and stuff. And there's way more entertainment options out there than I thought there was.
Oh, yes, there are.
Yeah, so I thought people might find it a bit of a minefield.
What kind of wedding entertainment did you have?
I had some garden games
Mm-hmm.
that didn't get put out because we forgot.
Oh.
I had
Brilliant.
like a scavenger hunt bingo type thing. I had a friend play the ukulele during the canapes,
Mm-hmm.
and then we had a band.
What happened to your garden games in the end?
Oh, well, we bought giant Jenga and something else, and they just sat in the corner because I didn't tell anybody that they were there. They needed to be put out.
Have you still got them?
No, no.
And your ukulele?
Yeah, my friend plays the ukulele and sang just for 45 minutes, but it was quite nice.
That's cute, yeah.
Yeah, and then a band.
Did the ukulele and band play covers, or were they?
Yeah.
Yeah. So everybody knew the songs, and it was.
Yeah, we had to give our band a general idea of a set list.
Mm-hmm.
But then they sprinkled. The band was also one of Jordan's friends' band, so they sprinkled in some ones that they knew Jordan would like and stuff. They were really good actually, and
Yeah,
actually
that's
they were
nice.
all having a drink because there was majority of them were part of the wedding. So the drunker they got, the better they got.
Yeah, you tend to find that with artists.
Yeah, they let loose a bit more, don't they?
Mm. When you said about this, I was like, oh, I didn't have any wedding entertainment. But then when I was doing a little bit of research, anything from I panic bought the quizzes.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh my God, what are they all going to do on their tables? So Mr. and Mrs. Quiz, I just bought those off Amazon and then put them on the tables for everybody to complete. And then I was like, oh my God, I don't have enough pens. So I had to buy some pens. Photo booth is considered entertainment. So
Yeah.
we both had one of those, but DIY. DJ, saxophonist, entertainment.
Yeah.
Also, cocktail bar is considered
Oh, is it?
entertainment. Yeah.
I suppose it's anything that a guest can interact with in some way.
Yeah. Guest book was also considered entertainment.
Yeah, I had one of them actually. I had a canvas that was dressed like my friend had painted the up house, and then we'd masked it off, and everybody put their thumbprints in to be the balloons.
Have you still got that?
Yeah, it's up in the loft.
With empty prints.
Yeah, because it didn't get filled up because we made it too big.
People could have done like multiple though, couldn't they?
Yeah, they didn't though.
Oh. Oh. Have you ever seen?
Nobody was monitoring it, Jen.
Yeah, that's your first mistake though. Nobody telling people what to do.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever been to a wedding where you've really enjoyed the entertainment?
Yeah, there was a wedding I went to that had like the little mini crazy golf.
Oh yeah.
That was fun because you can get a few groups of people playing it. You just sort of follow each other around. So a lot of people were playing that at once. I've been to a few with a few good photo booths where the person sort of monitoring it really gets you going and encourages you to have loads with different props and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't been to one where there's been like a magician or anything like that.
No, I haven't either.
Or the singing waiter people.
Yeah. I just think a magician would be a bit awkward.
Yeah.
The strangers coming over to our table while we're having our starter, and then, and no.
There's a few really bad ones too.
There's also, we've met some on the wedding circuit that are a little bit of a diva, you could say.
Yeah.
Magicians come with an ego.
They
So
do. They do indeed.
hire one with caution.
We've met an egotistical one, and we've met a very creepy, touch your army type one. Do
I
you
was
remember
going
that
to
one?
say, touch you what?
Sort of
No, I
like,
don't.
oh, where is it going? Oh, I've just touched your finger.
Was that the one that you were talking to?
Yeah, he was trying to teach me how to do the trick, telling me
Yeah,
off
no,
because I wasn't doing it properly.
I didn't like that, no. No.
Basically told me, well, you don't have it in you. It's your teaching skills, actually, mate, because I'm a very much see it, do it kind of girl.
Mm-hmm.
So
He was creepy.
Yeah, very creepy.
So, hire a magician with caution is the main message from today.
There are some good ones, though. We've met some good ones.
Magicians?
Yeah, there's one at a wedding show that we met. It was a small wedding, just a one-day wedding fair. There was only a few supplies there, and he was
Oh,
opposite
okay,
us.
yeah. Okay, yeah, he was not creepy or weird. He was also a family man.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, he was fine. The best one that I've seen at a wedding fair was the Indian drummers.
Forgot about them. Yes.
So good.
Yes. They got the party started, didn't they?
Yes. Just so much energy, like a proper vibe.
Yeah.
Although, when we were talking to them about the details of the venue, they could only play for 3 minutes in total throughout the whole day
Because of the noise.
because of the noise. I thought, I'm sorry, I'm going to pay you £800 for 3 minutes.
But I mean,
£800 well spent if you've got a spare.
and they were really
Job.
nice too, weren't they?
Really nice.
There's also like the string quartet type. So if you don't want like party drumming, everybody sort of having a vibe, you could do the string quartet. And we've met a couple of groups. And my favourite ones were the girls that all wear the same dresses, and you can pick which one they wear.
Yeah.
And
they're more of like a, I don't know, glamorous.
Yeah.
Jazzy.
And you can pick what they wear, and you can also pick what instruments. So it's obviously violin and a cello, but you can pick whether they have their mahogany ones or they have them sort of see-through, more modern ones, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
They're very good.
And I would say less demands than a magician.
Oh yeah, they just turned up, did their thing, went back to their car in their break, and then came back out, didn't they?
Funny. I thought today, that I would come up with a little game.
Okay.
Instead
do we need a theme tune for the game?
Do you want to sing one? Let me tell you how the game works, and then you can create your own theme tune if you like. We're going to play Rate or Hate. So instead of me reeling off a load of entertainers and load of entertaining ideas, we're going to rate or hate the very long list that I pulled together earlier.
And if you are watching on YouTube, you are now going to see the no expense spared props. And if you're just listening on the podcast, you can just hear them.
Hopefully you can hear that. Rate or hate signs.
Rate it or hate it.
Woo! Can you do that again so that I can just snip that?
Rate it or hate it.
So, this week's episode of Rate or Hate, which will include entertainment ideas. There are quite a few, and obviously, for the bants, I have thrown in some weird and wonderful ones.
I'll probably like them though.
Singing waiters. Are we rating or are we hating? We do not agree. I've said rate because I've never experienced it.
I've said hate because it's just so awkward. Have you never been to like a Disney park where you're having breakfast and then they're all sort of singing around you? Or
You love that. I would hate that. But you be singing with them and you're the perfect person to enjoy this.
yeah, but it's just awkward. Maybe it's because I've only ever done that type of thing at breakfast. Actually, come to think of it, I've had 2 experiences of this type of thing. One was in Disney and we got the breakfast show. And then one was in New York where you go to the cafe where all the Broadway people
The
work.
roller skate place.
Yeah, and we were at the 8 o'clock in the morning slot for that as well. So maybe it's the time of day I'm picking to do these things.
Maybe you're not a morning person.
No, I'm not.
No. Rate or hate mind reader.
That would just be an awkward magician, wouldn't it?
We both put hate if you're listening on the audio. Hate. A mind reader? No. It's like a psychic. How do you know that you're not picking a con artist?
Well,
yes, I do mind reading at weddings. Let's start with you, Mr. Smith. Oh, what are you thinking? Oh, where is my dinner? Yeah, that is what I'm thinking. I'm sat here for an hour listening to speeches and there's no food arrived yet. I'm not a mind reader. I've just got common sense.
Genius. Photo
booth, rate or hate? Just for the purposes of editing, Em, can you pop it closer to your head? Yeah, that's great. Rating.
Just cover up them puffy allergic reaction eyes with my piece of paper. I'm rating this.
You can't go wrong with a photo booth, even if it is do it yourself.
Well, you can go wrong with the photo booth if it's do it yourself, and I've organised it. But I think they've become such a staple now that actually a wedding wouldn't be a wedding without some kind of take a photo situation.
No. The next one. The wedding venue is the entertainment. Alpaca petting farm.
Rate.
I can't go wrong with that.
No, and then maybe the people that you didn't really want there have some kind of allergic reaction and have to go.
See you, pals. At my next
Aunt Maud, I didn't realise that you were allergic to alpacas. Off you trot.
Yeah, literally, off you trot. Fire performers.
Oh, I've gone rate and Jen's gone hate.
No, hate. No? We're not on the beach in Marrakesh. I don't know, is Marrakesh by the sea? I'm not sure. We're not on the beach in Thailand. It's not a full moon party.
But just stay with me here. What about if you're in a field and you've got like a festival vibe wedding with loads of teepees and there's like the music tent and then there's a relaxation tent and there's a bonfire. I mean, that would work, wouldn't it?
That would work, yes.
I mean, I'll get you. It doesn't work in your average hotel wedding, but
no.
If you're having like a hippie festival vibe wedding, I think it's great.
Speaking of which, circus entertainers, acrobats, rate.
So why have you put rate for acrobats and hate for fire starting people?
Because there's less of a health and safety risk there. They're just acrobats. They're not setting things on fire. Like, my dress isn't going to catch fire. You know, my hairspray isn't flammable. They are just Cirque du Soleil. Leave them to their ribbons.
I mean, but you're not going to get Cirque du Soleil, are you? So the health and safety risk might be quite high because they might not actually be that trained and they might fall off the ball that they're trying to walk on and break their neck.
Well, they'd have to audition for the wedding.
Okay.
Not just going to let you become my circus entertainer.
I mean, I told you, Jen, I've got that see it, I can do that gene.
True. Very, very
I've
true.
watched a couple of videos on YouTube and I'm an expert.
Glitter bar.
Sorry, I just need to tell this story. So when I was at school, there's a thing called Rock Challenge, which is basically like a dance show that your school enters a performance in. My school did one, and there was this scene where it was like country and western cowboys.
Love it.
They just casually said, "Does anybody know how to, do the big circle rope?" I literally stood up and went, "Hello." I went, "I can do that." Stood up. Okay, I was like, "Well, I'll bring the rope next week and we can practice." I absolutely had no idea how to do that, and I tried to learn and realised that it's actually really quite difficult, and you can't do it with a skipping rope. You need like a proper rope. That was it. That was an embarrassing story when they all said, "Come on then, Em, it's your turn to do that in the middle of the stage now," and I'm like, and rather than say actually I was lying, I can't do that, I literally just stood there for 20 minutes trying to work out how to do it.
Live learning.
Live learning in front of the whole school almost. Absolutely brilliant time in my life.
Yeah, you can't be live.
But from that, they realised I couldn't do that. But then they did put me on the big wagon, so I was like the cowboy on the big wagon. So I still had like a really cool part in that scene.
Who did do the lasso part?
No one could do it.
Oh.
They scratched that idea.
Okay. Glitter bar. Hate.
I hate it too.
Too much mess.
It is fun for the photos to like everybody have glitter on their face, but we've had to go in and salvage our stuff from that type of thing, and it's a nightmare.
Too much mess.
Much mess.
Who wants glitter and glue? And when it gets stuck underneath your fingernails, I just don't want that in my life, let alone my wedding.
You can get people to come and do it for you. So at the Christmas Artie's Christmas party at his local soft play, they had a lady in, and they come with like little stencils. So you put the stencil on.
Oh, I've done that.
You put the glitter on, and then take the stencil off, and it is still a bit messy, but it's not like drunk people.
Yeah.
Glittering themselves up, so it's a bit more contained.
I have done that before. Casino games. Rate.
That'd be so cool.
That would be fun, like a Casino Royale style wedding.
Yeah.
Black tie, casino games
with the roulette table.
Yeah, walking around with your vodka martini, shaken not stirred, or whatever he drinks. Great.
Because actually, that could be the favours as well, couldn't it? The favours could be like a little bag of tokens.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Big rate from me.
That's what I'm doing in my next wedding. Oh, I'm going to have half like hippie with fire eaters, and then the other half you're going to have to quickly change into your black tie.
Well, yeah, but you could do outdoor festival and indoor black tie.
Yeah, or you could have a casino tent. One of the teepees could be a casino teepee.
Yes. Can't wait for your next wedding. Mini golf course set up outside. Hate.
Oh no, I meant rate on that one. I meant rate. I think it's quite a harmless afternoon activity for people to have a go at.
Yeah, but how much time is there in the afternoon? An hour?
Oh no, I remember being at weddings where you're like, when are we going to sit down for dinner? Nothing to do, and everyone's just stood round.
Yeah, okay, good point. Before you actually eat the food.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll let you off on that one, but still hate.
Still hate that one.
I just don't. it's too many things.
Mm-hmm.
Who's packing that away? Who's buying the golf ball?
You
No.
just get a company in. All of these things, I'm not thinking I'm delivering myself.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
getting suppliers in. And actually, you can get some really cute golf course, and they're all like white, and you got to get it through the bell, and it's all sort of themed.
I'm not convinced.
You could have golf balls with each other's faces on.
Well, you just wait, because there's a great one.
Okay.
There's some that I really like in here, which I would definitely do again. Kids colouring station. Rate.
It's better than sweets on the table, hyping them all up.
Yeah. And also, they're then all in one place. Colouring in harmony.
Yeah, until you need multiple colours though. Don't just have one red crayon.
Oh no, I'd have like 17,000 Sharpies and 50,000 colouring in sheets.
Yep.
Giant...
I tell you what, we went on a road trip and I found these really cool things, and they're called foil art. And they're basically a sticky sheet, and you peel off certain bits and you rub colourful foil on, and you make like glitter foil art, and there's hardly any mess.
Oh,
absolutely amazing. Kept it entertained for a couple of hours on the car journey. Really good.
that sounds great. I want to do that.
Yep.
Please send me the link, because I have nieces and nephews and it's great for their Christmas boxes. Giant Jenga. No, thank you. That's a hate from me.
It's a hate from me too. because it hurts when it falls on people.
Oh.
And the setting up takes longer than the playing of it.
It's like a champagne pour.
Yeah.
High risk.
High risk.
Virtual reality game station at a wedding. Hate.
I've got to hate it too. Even though it sounds quite cool, everybody would just be
playing the games.
You just know all the blokes are going to be there, and then nobody's going to be talking to each other.
No. Yeah, it's a hate from me. Guest treasure hunt. Rate.
Get people exploring the venue.
It also gets people talking, I think. So if you don't know a lot of people at the wedding, you can chat to them about it on your table.
Yes.
Conversation piece. Garden games, Connect 4, Skittles, etc. Hate.
I mean, rate's a bit strong, but I think they're harmless again. Some people will really like it, some people not so much, but
I just think it looks really untidy. Like, who's tidying up the Connect 4 once the people have played it? No one. These are look after yourselves kind of games.
Yeah, that is true.
Table, pass the parcel. Rate.
That's a great idea.
Is it a good idea?
Yeah, what would you put in the middle of the parcels?
A framed picture of me and my new husband.
Brilliant. I mean, it could be a big bag of chips for the casino, couldn't it?
Yes.
Logistically though, how are you doing that? Are you literally playing pass the parcel?
A giant game of pass the parcel where everyone has one on their table. So you'd have the music playing, whatever the song is, and then stop. You just have a big game of it.
Okay, yeah.
While they're clearing the plates away and sorting out the next course and all of that kind of. I think it's a great idea.
Yeah.
Axe throwing. Hate.
I mean, if you're worried about catching on fire, can you imagine your risk assessment of throwing axes when everybody's had a few drinks?
I also think there is a time and place for axe throwing, and that's probably on like a second or third date in a big city.
Yeah.
Not at my wedding. Outdoor swing setup.
What do you mean? Like swing and the slide in a roundabout?
Like a grown-up's swinging bench, but not like a swinger's bench. Like a bench that swings. I think rate if it's also a photo opportunity. So if
Yeah.
it is your backdrop or your photo booth, rate.
Yes. I mean, for an entertainment thing, it's not going to be that entertaining for everybody to queue up to have a little swing
No.
on the swing. But for a photo opportunity, yeah, I get it.
Magician, just from my experience of them, hate.
Hate them. I just find it awkward.
Yeah.
Feel awkward when they're doing their thing. Even if they're really good, I do just feel a bit awkward stood around watching them.
I also don't want to be picked as one of their magic subjects.
No.
No thanks. Fairground rides. Rate.
Rate. I mean, I've got a vision coming now with my teepees and my music tent and my casino tent, and then in the back there's a big Ferris wheel and some teacups. I've got it sorted.
Well, luckily for you, I found a company today that you can hire the Ferris wheel from.
Amazing.
It's really cute. Head out on a bus tour as part of the day's entertainment.
What are you doing on the bus?
You're having, let's say, my wedding is in London
Mm-hmm.
and ceremony's done. You hop on the bus tour, takes you on a nice little tour of London before it drops you off at the venue.
Oh, that's a bit different. I was thinking you're in Swansea and you just got married and you drive around Swansea city centre and then get dropped off back at the same venue.
Also that. But if you, let's say it was Salisbury, registry office ceremony, get on your bus tour of Stonehenge, drop you off at the wedding venue. What did I say? Oh yeah, no, I'm still sticking with this.
Oh, I think that's a bit different because it's a mode of transport to ferry a group of people from one to another. Check. So you haven't got thousands of people getting lost. And you could have music playing in there. You could make it a bit of, not like a party bus, but you could make it a bit of a vibe. And everybody could be still drinking. Everybody could have a drink because they don't have to drive.
Mm-hmm.
I'm being sold on this one.
Are you right?
Yeah. But only if your ceremony is a different place to your venue. Not everybody leaves the venue, drives around a village, and then gets dropped back off at the same venue.
Tour of the hedgerows ahead of drinks reception. Beer pong. Rate. Again, I think it brings people together.
Mm-hmm.
Couples quiz. Rate, obviously, because I had it in mine.
Yep, they're easy. They're quite easy to do, and some people do them and some people don't. It's just a nice thing to have. Another personalisation.
Mm-hmm. Custom bride and groom temporary tattoos.
Love it.
Rate.
I mean, that's a good way to do a not glitter bar, isn't it?
100%. What a great idea. Slap bang selfie of the bride and groom on my arm.
Right in your forehead.
Love it. And everyone's got the same little transfer tattoo there. What a great little reminder the next morning when you're lying on your hand, you're like, oh no. Great idea. Commission a live painter.
Oh, right.
Hate.
Why do you hate it?
Tale as old as time, the penis. At some point, somebody is going to sabotage and draw a penis.
Yeah, but the way you've just said this was you've commissioned a live painter. So in my head, what they're doing is they're setting up their easel and they're snapshotting one point of time in your wedding, and they're painting it during the wedding so that at the end of the wedding they can say da-da. They're not letting Uncle Bob get the paintbrush.
Yeah, but the painter is going to need a wee at some point.
I would be furious if I was the artist that had spent 6 hours and I'd just come back to do my final touches and somebody had drawn a massive penis over my piece. I would
It happens.
literally kick off and shoot somebody.
It happens. That's why I'm a hate.
No, I quite like it. Not that I would put the piece of art up anywhere, but
It'd just be in the loft, wouldn't it?
yeah.
Choreographed first dance. Rate. Why are you putting hate? You had one.
I know, and it's just so awkward, Jen.
Yeah, but at least you know what the plan is.
I know, but it's just so awkward. And you feel like you have to choreograph the whole fucking song 3.5 minutes in, and you're still like awkwardly jaunting around with your stupid moves that you've learned.
Yeah, but if you're a guest watching the choreographed,
it's equally as awkward.
It's equally as entertaining. Talking about entertainment. How funny is that going to be?
I suppose being cringe-worthy is entertainment too, isn't it?
Great to be on the sidelines.
How do you feel about or sit the groom on the chair and parade yourself around him type of first dance?
Like a lap dance?
Yeah.
No. No way. I'm all about the decorum.
Yeah. I did a foxtrot.
You didn't do a lap dance.
No. My garter did fall off when I was dancing with my dad, though.
Oh, God. Personalised crackers. Like a Christmas cracker, but for your wedding. I think that's a great idea.
I think that's a great idea, and I don't think it has to be just Christmas. You could do them anytime.
Yeah, so you have, like, let's say you're having a monogram wedding, matte black cracker, bride and groom's name in white, and then your wedding favours, a joke, the quiz is in there. What a great idea.
Everybody puts their little hats on so it looks fun in the photos.
You could just get everyone black and white crowns. I think it's a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
Caricaturist. Hate.
Right. Yeah. Haven't you seen the ones where they do really stylized ones of you and whoever your plus one? So it's not like you with your like goofy teeth and they're like really stylized, and it sort of captures what you're wearing, and
no, I've never seen that.
Really nice.
Okay, I'm open to being proven
People
wrong.
are having them as their favors, really. So rather than have a favor at your table throughout the day, you go and have one of these done.
Well, if it looks nice.
Really nice, really nice.
I don't like the caricaturists that pick out all of your faults and make them 17 times bigger than they are.
I know.
I don't want that.
No.
That's not funny and that's not clever.
Yeah, that's like you're in Thailand type of activity, not summer wedding in Cornwall.
Wedding themed pinata. Hate.
I hate it too, but it would be quite good if you got loads of kids. Set them off on a pinata for a good 25 minutes.
Someone's going to have to be supervising.
Someone has to supervise the children at all times. Jim.
That is very true. And also you'd have to supervise the grown-ups too. So yeah.
I mean, Arthur did go to a birthday party a couple of months ago where they had a pinata, and the dad was showing the kids what to do and hit the pinata so hard, and then the stick smashed the birthday boy in the face. Yeah, it was a bit of a nightmare. And then none of the kids wanted to do it because they all thought they were going to get smashed in the face with the stick.
Yeah, terrified by the GBH that they had just witnessed.
I mean, I think his mistake was putting the blindfold on.
Can you imagine being his wife or partner I literally would have lost my rag. There'd be no coming back from that.
No.
Professional wedding magazine, personalised to your wedding. Rate.
I love this.
Like glossy, like pictures from your engagement shoot, interviews with the couple.
Yeah.
Great. Your like list of suppliers, interviewing them.
It's a really good place to put your order of the day.
Yeah.
You can do you could put your quiz in there. You could put a little crossword in there. You can do them magazines, or you can do them like newspapers as well.
Yeah.
And the newspapers are quite good because you have loads of people sort of opening them and watch it, pictures of them, looking at them and reading them.
Great idea. Hire an escape room. Hate.
I mean, I hate it for that because it just takes too much time. You'll get 5 people that are really involved in it, and then nobody else will be able to get a go.
No. I also would end up being like, yeah, what a great idea, and getting stuck in there for the next 5 hours and miss all of the highlights of the wedding, and then not be in any pictures. And I'm like, where have you been? Oh, I got stuck in the fucking escape room because I'm not very good at puzzles.
Yeah.
It'd be terrible. Live music. Rate. Can't go wrong.
Music wherever you can get it.
Yeah, can't go wrong. Swiftly moving on to roaming musicians. Rate.
That's like your saxophonist that comes out into the
Love
dance floor.
Like being part of the party, interacting with the guests. I just think they're not like on a stage or behind the DJ booth or anything like that. They are part of the vibe.
Yeah.
I think it's great.
Really good.
Silent disco. Rate.
I rate it too.
How fun!
Yeah.
And particularly if you've got like sound limitations or cut-off times where the DJ has to be finished, I think it's a great way to get around all of those things.
Yeah, my cousin they got married in their garden. We did their garden up, and they just had a big barbecue, and obviously couldn't have a massive DJ set in their garden, so we had silent disco. It's very funny.
So good.
Very funny.
I love it, especially when you take the headphones off and all you can hear is like people's feet shuffling and just the like
singing
of their clothes and like that. I just love it. Karaoke at a wedding.
Hate.
Love it. Anywhere else, obsessed with it. At a wedding, no.
You just get the 3 people that just constantly do it, don't they? That think they're Mariah Carey and they're not, and they just ruin it for everyone.
Bagpipes. Rate.
Again, that roaming live music.
Can't go wrong with a bagpipe.
Yeah. That's my start of a bagpipe.
You need like the arm movement when you're closing the bag.
I don't know how to play bagpipes.
I can simulate playing bagpipes, but cannot play them. Like I can mime the bagpipes. So if it was charades, you would know what I was playing.
Yeah.
If you put the bagpipes into my existence,
you would know what to do with them.
No.
It's got too many legs, hasn't it?
It's got all these like there's just a lot going on there.
There is, yeah.
So I'm using the bag, and then I'm blowing in the thing, and then I'm recording it at the same time. There's a lot going on.
Recording it.
I mean, hats off to bagpipe playing listeners. Tribute band at your wedding. Hate. Anywhere else, great, love it. But at your wedding,
I'm a hate on that one too, I think.
Perform your own song. This is a tough one, because from if I was a guest, entertainment value, rate. If it was my own wedding and Ian starts singing a song he wrote for me, hate.
Oh, I'd hate it either way. I don't want to listen to some song that I don't know and pretend to be emotional about it. I literally don't care.
You don't think it'd be funny?
No.
What's the next wedding that you're going to?
Tyler's.
If Matt just got up and started Ed Sheeran, like an Ed Sheeran kind of vibe, and
I
he's playing his
love
acoustic
the
guitar.
way that your hair flows in the wind when we're doing our diving. No, I don't want to hear it. Thanks, Matt. Don't even go there, Matt.
Ice cream rolling. So not your traditional ice cream van or whatever, but ice cream rolling.
Right. I mean, it's ice cream.
And then they're scooping it into the shape of a rose and putting it in your thing. Yeah, love it.
Right.
DIY cocktail bar. Right. Although
Even Hair's cocktails have a competition.
you love a competition. But then who's going to be tidying out? Like, who's in charge?
Well, it's the DIY bit that doesn't really work for me, but the cocktail
No.
bar situation does.
Yeah. Cigar bar. I'm a hate. Smoke, smelly.
Anywhere, any kind of thing where people are smoking or vaping or anything like that. It's not the place. It's a wedding.
Yeah. Decorate biscuits. Hate.
I'm rating that one.
Oh, really?
I think that could be quite fun because they don't take that long and you can eat it after.
True. Could be your wedding favour. Decorate your own biscuits while you sat waiting for the food to come out.
Mm-hmm.
Burlesque.
I'm rating this one because
Great.
I am fully on board of my festival theme. There's going to be a burlesque tent.
I also think burlesque done well, very well, or even not done well, entertaining either way.
Some might say it's more entertaining when it's not done well, but
True.
I really want to go see Moulin Rouge in London.
Do you want me to take you for
Yes,
your
please.
40th? Part of your 40th extravaganza?
Thank you.
Stilt to walkers.
Yeah, I hate them too.
I don't
What
want
are they doing? Like they just walk around. They're not
walking
doing
around,
anything.
walking around on stilts.
And you're having to like crane your neck to look up at them. No thanks. Unless they're giving you champagne as they go, I'm not interested in that.
Unless they're offering a service at the same time walking around on stilts. This is possibly one of the greatest things I've ever researched. Live Irish dancers. Rate.
Right.
Get the Lord of the Dance himself at your wedding.
You've met him though, haven't you? You mistakenly went up to him in a pool, thinking he was your husband.
Yeah, wasn't wearing my glasses. Swam over to Michael Flatley. Then I was like, oh no, that's not him. Sorry.
Backtrack, trying to like turn around in the swimming pool and swim off.
It's awkward but hilarious. We smiled at each other and moved on with our lives. Okay, the next one. Robo Bunny. It's a roaming bunny robot. Imagine like a disco ball in the shape of a rabbit that is also a robot.
What does it do? Just goes around.
It's just like, hello, welcome to my wedding. I don't know. I didn't research.
Why is it a bunny?
I'm going with hate because I don't understand.
Unless it was filming or had a tray of cocktails or was cleaning the floor.
No. Just roaming bunny robot.
Have you seen the new robots in the Marks and Spencers? So they're like robot vacuum and mops, and he's dressed up as Percy Pig, and they just go around Marks and Spencers cleaning the floors.
That's a great idea.
Another thing I saw on Instagram Reels.
Oh, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Bucking Bronco. Rate.
I'm gonna say hate for this one Because I don't want to be seeing Aunt Deborah's knickers.
Whereas I find that extremely entertaining. I'm not going on the bucking bronco myself, but I will be encouraging everybody else to do so.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's great.
You just absolutely love everybody else's misery, don't you?
Yeah, I really thrive off that.
Yeah.
Adult ball pit rate.
I suppose I rate that too, but a bit reluctantly.
Do you remember what it was like to be in a ball pit?
Yeah, because I've got a 4-year-old.
But aren't they? Is it bigger balls if you're a grown up? I'm not sure. I haven't been in one since I was probably 9.
I don't know. I would imagine you could get them so that they're bigger, but ordinarily I think they'll be the same.
How fun?
Really?
No?
They're really hard to get out of. Once you're in them, what are you doing apart from throwing balls?
Swimming.
No, it's not like that at
balls.
all. You jump in, you sink, and then you use all your energy to try and get back out again, and you come out a sweaty mess, and you've lost your earring.
So this is the kind of thing where I'd encourage everybody else to do it. Mariachi band.
What's that?
You know, like a Mexican. Right. You know, they've got their sombreros, they've got their violins, they've got their, I don't know what other
demo it again for me. I didn't quite get it.
No. If you missed it the first time, I'm not repeating it.
I'll rate it because again, it's live music.
Have you never seen one? You normally get them in like Mexican restaurants that are owned by authentic Mexican people.
Yeah, I don't frequent that type of place. I just go to Taco Bell.
There's some really funny TikToks where this guy hires a mariachi band to follow his dad around. So his dad literally walks out of his house, strolls down the street, and this mariachi band comes out of nowhere playing Mexican music. I mean, it's great.
I mean, I had chili for my evening.
You could have had a mariachi band.
I mean, I could have had a mariachi band while people were putting chili on their nachos, couldn't I?
Yep.
I missed a trick.
Also, Coldplay, fun fact, did like a mariachi style album, but of their songs.
Really?
I can't remember what it's called, but it's a Spanish name for their album, and it was mariachi vibes. It's
Wow.
so good. Loved it. So that's the kind of mariachi I would have.
So they do covers of.
Yeah. So good. Space Hoppers. Hate. I don't want that.
No.
However, old school dance-off machines. Rate.
Oh, like you
know,
see in the here.
You're like stamping on the. You have to follow the routine on the coloured arrows on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Yep, that's a nice idea.
Fancy dress tent. Hate.
I'm going to say rate because my fancy dress tent is going to be where the photo booth is.
Right, in your festival wedding with you.
Yeah,
burlesque tent, your casino tent, your
the photo booth tent is where you go and put your fancy dress on and have your photos.
Mm-hmm. And last but not least, for the lols, oysters were part of the entertaining list. Rate.
Only because at the beginning of this year we did a episode where I was guessing what was going to be popular in the next couple of years, and I stood wholeheartedly behind the oyster bar. So even though I hate seafood and I think it would be gross, I'm going to say rate because I need everybody to go and get one so that I can win at the end of the year.
I'm with you on this because just as an observer,
yeah,
I want people to be like, what the fuck's this? Oh, would you like an oyster? People are like, yes, of course I do. And then like,
This oyster definitely goes well with my Carlsberg.
And that was Rate or Hate.
Rate or hate. I've changed the theme tune, haven't I? I've gone mariachi band. I can't remember what the theme tune is.
I can't remember either.
You have to copy and paste it from the middle.
Sure thing. Anything else, Em, that you'd like to say about wedding entertainment entertainers?
No. Just do as much of it as you can and entertain your people so they're not bored.
Or book things that people will do that will entertain you. Like the bucking bronco. Hilarious. But you're not going to do that in a wedding dress, are you? Absolutely not. Great excuse, but you can stand back and watch everyone else. Please like, subscribe, rate, review our podcast on whatever platform you listen or watch us on. Keep up to date with the podcast by following our Instagram account. It's at the I Do Crew podcast. Send us your questions or topics you'd like us to chat through. Next week, I thought we could welcome a guest.
Oh, it would be really nice. Who have you teed up?
No one.
Oh.
So if you would like to join us on the podcast, please get in touch because don't know.
We're planning a guest episode and we're going to be auditioning over the coming days. So if you'd like to audition to be on the podcast,
you basically need 3 Apple devices to join us.
and a light. My light at the moment's got a piece of paper over it to diffuse the light.
Oh.
And I've got 2 cushions that are right by my screen to stop the echo. It's all high tech here.
All high tech. My light has a dimmer switch.
Oh well.
And you can have it as bright white or soft white.
That's probably why you look a lot better on the videos than I do, because I've got an old light with a piece of paper stuck to the top of it.
So if you would like to join the glamour that is the I Do Crew podcast, please get in touch, whether you're a cake maker, florist, or somebody who's going through the process themselves. We would love for you to join us, but you do need to qualify with your 3 Apple devices, etc. But DM us if you want to get involved. But until then, it's goodbye from me.
And it's goodbye from me.
You've been listening to the I Do Crew podcast with Jen and Emma. Keep up to date with our podcast news by following our I Do Crew podcast Instagram account. Thanks for listening.